Something like that.
A little hiccup there, but we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with another Live Aquaria Live Dive sale. I'm Ian. I got Alyssa on the camera, man in the live camera here, and we want to thank everybody for joining us. We are live on Monday night at 4 p.m. CST with another Live Aquaria Live Dive sale. So, I'm sure some people are aware of what we're doing here, but in case you're not, we do this every Monday at 4 p.m. CST where we bring a number of items from our Divers Den WYSIWYG store from our Wisconsin facility here at Live Aquaria. We bring them to you guys live and we offer them at a discounted price. So today we actually have 12 items. We have just saltwater fish and coral today. We typically will have some freshwater fish in there, but kind of ran out of time honestly today. But yeah, like I said, we'll have 12 items for sale tonight. These are all coming from our Divers Den WYSIWYG store here in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. So really just to give you guys an idea what that means is if you're not familiar with Live Aquaria or Divers Den WYSIWYG store, our Divers Den WYSIWYG store is just that. It's our WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get store. So all the items on liveaquaria.com under the Divers Den, if you go to liveaquaria.com and click on the Divers Den in the main navigation, you'll go to our Divers Den WYSIWYG store section of our website, and everything in there is what you see is what you get. So we're bringing that to you, that experience to you live in the form of our live dive sale. So everything here comes from that Divers Den store. It's all discounted, so we've got 12 items tonight, ranging from as low as $29 up to $120 is our most expensive item tonight. Yeah, and so basically the way it works is we're going to show the item, we're going to give a number with that item, and if you're interested in purchasing that item from the live dive sale at the discounted price, you have to put that number in the chat, and the person who puts that number in first gets the option to buy it first.
Yes.
So basically the way this is going to work is we'll take all the orders tonight and during the live stream, and then we'll work with our customer service team, who will then work with you to complete your order, usually within the next 24 to 48 hours. We also like to encourage people too that if you do order anything from the live dive sale and you would like to add anything else, say another coral or a saltwater fish that ships from our Wisconsin facility, you can add that to your order. You simply just have to send us that information in your confirmation email. So what I mean by the confirmation email essentially is if you happen to be interested in the item and you are one of the people that puts an item number in the chat first, we ask that you send a message to social@liveaquaria.com. So that's social, SOCIAL, at liveaquaria.com. And you basically just have to give us your basic information. Obviously, we'll have your email address, but your contact information, like your address, shipping address, your phone number, your name. And then, like I said, if anything else you'd like to add to your order that ships from a Wisconsin facility, you can add that on too. And we'll work with the customer service team to complete your order. So without further ado, unless there's any questions before we get started, I think we'll go ahead and turn around here.
All right. I do have some comments here.
Okay,
there's asking why we present the corals in white light mostly. I think the answer to that is just it has to do with how the lighting shows up on the camera that we currently have, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think that's the perfect answer. I mean, we would really like to show them. In the past, we've actually shown them under the white and the actinic light. We try our best to present them in the best way possible, and just so you know, we're working constantly to try to find ways to improve this, and we've actually have a plan that we're working on for a little while now, where we can actually offer that dual light exposure or that dual light setting scenario to you guys, so you have a better understanding when you're purchasing an item, kind of what you're going to get under different common lighting scenarios. So we've got this tank set up with our corals today with a little bit of blue light mixed in there, so hopefully it kind of helps add in a little bit of idea of what you're going to get. But yeah, great piece of feedback. Really appreciate that. It's on our list for sure, so we're going to try to bring that to you guys in the near future. So yeah, I guess if there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and get started here. We're in tank 1 here, and we've got a total of 7 fish in this aquarium today. The first item we're going to go over today is the Pixie Spotted Hawkfish, which is number 1.
Oh,
so
I just scrolled right past him.
Yeah. So yeah, number 1 is the Pixie Spotted Hawkfish. This hails from Sri Lanka. The size on this item is 2 5/8 inches. The regular retail in the Divers Den for $39.99. However, this one is going on sale for $29.99. So that's number one, the Pixie Spotted Hawkfish from Sri Lanka. Regular retail of $39.99, marked down to $29.99. And a really big shout out to, I think maybe we've probably had some people join since we started. Thank you all for joining us. We're back Monday night, 4 p.m. CST with a live dive sale. We've got 12 total items, a mixture of marine fish and coral for you to see tonight. And we're excited to bring them to you. And thank you so much. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving holiday and Black Friday season. I know we really appreciate all the orders and all the extra business we got during this time of year. So thank you all. If you happen to place an order during the Black Friday and you found something you like, thank you so much. We really appreciate you as a customer, and we're glad to have you as part of the Live Aquaria family. So we're on number one, the Pixie Spotted Hawkfish from Sri Lanka at 2 5/8. Regular retail of $39.99, marked down to $29.99. So again, if you're interested in this item, which is number one, the Pixie Spotted Hawkfish, if you're interested in this item or any of the other items we show you tonight, you just have to put that number in the chat, and you'll get the option to purchase it first.
I want to say a big shout out to Matt in the chat here. They made a comment about the free shipping and the box fee for us. They're regular on here on Live Dive every week.
Well, welcome back.
So thank you, Matt, for calling that out.
Yeah, that's a really good call out. All items from the Divers Den Live Dive, or the Live Aquaria Live Dive sale that you're part of now, will ship to you for free, but as Matt said, there still is a box fee of $9.99. So we have that in place for you tonight as a perk, as far as the free shipping, as well as the discounted pricing on the item itself. And I guess one extra perk too, we started for December. We actually aren't marketing this too much. This is more of like a surprise for customers who are placing an order for the month of December, is we're giving an exclusive promo code in orders that ship. So if you do happen to place an order also, you'll get a special promo code for folks who placed an order. It's just one of our ways to say thank you for business and happy holidays from Live Aquaria. So I'm not going to tell you the promo code unless you place an order, of course, but if you do happen to place an order in the Live Dive sale, or if you happen to place an order outside the Live Dive sale, you'll get that promo code as well. So another extra perk for you. So again, we're on number one, the Pixie Spotted Hawkfish from Sri Lanka. Regular retail of $39.99, marked down to $29.99.
I have a lot of comments in here right now.
Oh, great.
Context Advance says, I don't know if y'all remember Lumo. I believe they placed an order for a couple of fish a few weeks ago. But later on here that states that they were the grandfather and they did unfortunately pass away.
Oh,
so I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, absolutely. Matt asks, so we get free shipping promo code if we buy something today. Well, you'll have free shipping on any Live Dive order that you place today, but there will still be that $9.99 box fee.
Yep, and the promo code I talked about, that'll apply to just your next order. So you'll get free shipping if you meet the free shipping threshold for that the next order, essentially. So.
Context Advice says, I'm sorry he did not follow through his order. Well, no, we're sorry for your loss.
No worries,
yeah.
No worries, condolences to you. Okay. Well, I think we'll move on to number two, the complete opposite side of the tank.
Yeah, everybody's hanging off already here.
Is number two is our pearl, I can't talk tonight. Number two is our Pearl Toby Puffer. Also from Sri Lanka at 3 1/4 inches. Regular retail on this guy is $79.99. However, we marked it down to $59.99 for the Live Dive sale. And just as a quick note too, all the items in the Live Dive sale are discounted just for the Live Dive sale. So that means after the live dive sale, they'll go back to their regular retail price, and you'll have to look forward to next Monday at 4 p.m. for us to offer more options. So we're on number 2, the Pearl Toby Puffer at 3 1/4 inches, regular retail of $79.99, marked down to $59.99. It seems like we got a lot of great comments in the chat there, so thank you all so much for commenting and engaging. I always love to see that interaction and that engagement. That's awesome. Of course, if you're liking what we do here with the live dive sale, give us a thumbs up on this. Give us a like. Don't forget also, if you haven't, hit subscribe and hit the bell notification icon on our Live Aquaria page, just in case you want to see any new content coming from Live Aquaria, whether it's a live dive sale or new videos or any other content we may have coming up. So thank you so much for joining us again.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
There's a lot of activity in the chat today. Let's see. Kind of text advice says, what is the pretty spiral design fish? I believe you're talking about the angelfish. We'll get to that guy in just a moment. Matt716 does say not coral safe, not invert safe. Yes, the Toby puffers are not
correct. Yeah.
Not reef safe.
You know, that's something I totally blanked on. I've got my notes here about the different care stats. So let me go over that real quick for the Pearl Toby puffer. Definitely, yeah, caution with the reef safe compatibility of the Pearl Toby puffer. They're moderate care level with a peaceful temperament, omnivorous diet, and they get to a max size of about 4 3/4 inches. So this guy's pretty far up there. He's at 3 1/4. Minimum tank size of 30 gallons. So we occasionally will get these on the Divers Den with Seaweed store as part of our live releases. Like I said, this guy is part of the Divers Den store right now, just behind the scenes for the live dive sale only.
Let's see. Joyce says they're just letting us know that they received the Goniopora alive and very healthy, but have not received the betta they won in the giveaway last week.
Yep. Yeah, I remember. Yep, that's awesome. We actually have it right behind us still. It's doing well. It's healthy. It's happy. And definitely need to get that shipped out to you. So we were actually just talking about that today, Joyce. So
a lot of people are curious about the little yellowfish that's swimming around. We'll get to that guy in just a moment.
Well, I'll go on then from Pearl Toby puffer to the next fish. Number 2 was the Pearl Toby puffer. Actually, the next fish is number 3, which is the fish that somebody had just asked about, the angelfish, which is the Corin angelfish, and it's a juvenile.
Just a little baby.
So he's moving. He's getting pretty adventurous, but definitely a beautiful angelfish. That's number 3, the Corin angelfish, juvenile size, from Indo at 2 1/2 inches. Regular retail is $79.99, marked down to $59.99. A little bit about the Corin. It is not reef compatible, not reef safe. So if you have a reef aquarium or anything with inverts, definitely would advise caution or to steer away from this specimen. It has a moderate care level with a semi-aggressive temperament and an omnivorous diet. They can get pretty big at 1 3 inches total, and they require a minimum tank size of 250 gallons. So although he's cute and small right now, definitely some things to consider there if you're looking for a beautiful angelfish to add to your aquarium. Not reef safe, definitely needs a large footprint aquarium at 250 gallons. So,
and if you're, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yep. If you're curious to see what the adult looks like, we do have pictures of it on the website. They do change patterns as they get older.
Yeah, and I particularly like them in this stage. I think the pattern, the colorations.
Yeah, baby angels are cool looking.
I think to me, I find that pretty common. My tastes are pretty commonly in that sense, because it seems like some angels and some fishes that get bigger, they kind of less pretty, I guess.
Less pretty.
Actually, but the Corin angel adults are actually
they
really
are pretty angel, yeah. Definitely. With someone asking who's doing the hearts, I'm not too sure. It's not saying who's doing the hearts in the chat.
But, hey,
but thank you.
Yeah, keep it coming. We love the love.
Absolutely.
And hopefully you guys are enjoying the live dive sale.
And from Joyce regarding the betta, sweet, thank you. Possibly getting more today.
All right. Great to hear, and let us know if you have any questions. You know, we're here to help you, and we're here to help. Well, we're here to help you answer your questions and get you successful in the hobby. So number 3 is the Cora and Angelfish Juvenile. Regular retail of $79.99, marked down to $59.99.
Matt does have a good suggestion in here. That says if you want to get an angel, get a dwarf, or a pygmy angel, the ones that are somewhat reef safe and fitting smaller tanks, like the Fire Flame Angel. Good.
Yep. Flame
good
Angelfish
advice,
is 100% agree. Flame Angelfish, great option there. Yep.
Let's see. Context advice is asking any predator fish today. I don't think so. We don't think we have any.
Nothing
no
like
anglers
that.
or eels or anything today.
Nothing like that.
We can make a note to see if we can get some in for the future.
Absolutely. Yep. I'll put that down right now. Actually, I think we had some discussions in past weeks where either a viewer has suggested it or we talked about it internally or even both about doing kind of a special, I guess, a predator-focused live dive sale. So we would have like larger eels,
That'd be really cool.
or anglerfish, or some other more oddball predator-type fish, puffers and larger puffers and things like that. So
Things with big teeth.
yeah. But that's great. If you guys are looking for that kind of thing, or if you have some ideas that you think would be great, please let us know. Please share. Like I said, we have 12 items tonight, but if there's anything you'd like to see, I know that's been that's always something we like to ask. We do our best to try to bring some of those things in. Actually, we always do our best to bring those things in. Sometimes we can get them, sometimes we can't, but we'd rather try and get your guys' feedback. So.
Well, Michael says that in 6 weeks, their 75-gallon will be ready for an eel.
All right, 75 gallons, okay.
Oh, we have a suggestion for a snapper.
Snapper, okay. Yeah, I think we've had snappers in the past.
And longfin clownfish.
Longfin clown, okay.
Asked if we ever get those in. I haven't seen any personally, but we can talk to our team so we can get some.
Yeah, longfish clowns, I don't recall seeing them in Divers Den. I know we've had them, I think, for sale on the non-Divers Den section of the site before. But that's a good one. Yeah, I'll definitely take that away.
Make some notes.
Okay, so we'll keep her moving here to number 4, which is the Vagabond butterfly fish.
White and yellow guy up here.
Yep. Oh, him and the angel are
They're not getting along very
apparently
well.
not getting along. So, number 4 is the Vagabond butterfly fish from Indonesia at 3 inches. The regular retail on this guy is $59.99, marked down to $39.99.
Excuse me.
So that's again number 4, the Vagabond butterfly fish. Regular retail of $59.99, marked down to $39.99.
Oh, Matt's asking for more specialty fish.
Okay. Well, if you have any, I guess I'm not really sure what we mean by specialty fish right offhand. Forgive me if I'm missing something. But yeah, if you have any specific suggestions of specialty fish, please let us know. So that is number 4, the Vagabond butterfly fish from Indonesia. Regular retail of $59.99, marked down to $39.99. And I've got some quick stats from our website to share with you as well. It has a moderate care level with a semi-aggressive temperament and a carnivorous diet. This is also a non-compatible or reef-compatible fish. So again, if you've got corals or inverts, steer away from this guy. He's not going to cause you troubles. Max size of 9 inches, requiring a minimum tank size of 125 gallons. So definitely a little bit larger of a fish too, at full size. This one is currently sitting at 3 inches, so you get about 6 more inches of growth left with him, potentially. But yeah, this is number 4, the Vagabond butterfly fish. Regular retail of $59.99, marked down to $39.99.
Oh, Matt meant that the long fin clownfish is more of a specialty fish
Oh, I
by
guess, yeah, that's a good way to
commercial
look at it.
breeders and such.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying.
I see,
Okay.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, and then also it looks like Dan Matt Media would like the butterfly fish number 4, please.
Okay,
Well, thank
and that
you.
was Dan Matt Media.
Yes,
All right.
number 4.
So Dan Matt Media, please just send us an email at social@liveaquaria.com, and then just provide all of your contact details and your shipping information. And if there's anything else you would like to add to your order from the Wisconsin facility, we will add it to your order, and it will also get free shipping. And yeah, just send us an email with that information, and we will get you taken care of with our customer service team. But thank you for your order. You will also get the free the promo code for placing an order in your order. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, great. Well, we'll move on to number 5 then, which is the yellow candy hogfish, which I believe was the other one people were showing some interest in. So.
Oh yes, there's been a lot of buzz in the chat about this little guy, little yellow guy.
So that's number 5, the yellow candy hogfish. These are pretty common to the Divers Den, and this guy regular retails at. Trying to make sure my notes are $139.99, but we've marked this one down to $109.99. That is yellow candy hogfish number 5. Regular retail of $139.99, marked down to $109.99. So a little bit about the yellow candy hogfish. We do sell these on the Divers Den as well as the non-Divers Den sections of the Live Aquaria website. They have a moderate care level with a peaceful temperament, a carnivorous diet, and they are reef compatible. So great option for those reef tank owners and caretakers. We have a max size of 4 inches and a minimum tank size of 30 gallons. And I don't think I told you guys what the size. This was 2 3/8 of an inch, so a little bit of room left to grow on this guy. But yes, this one is number 5, the yellow candy hogfish from Indonesia. Regular retail of $139.99, marked down to $109.99.
Context advice, if possible, it would 100% purchase a Miniatus grouper.
Okay.
Those are the red guys, right? The red
Yeah,
orange guys.
I think so, yeah. Mini-ass grouper, okay.
Matt Media says, thanks, will do. For some reason, YouTube always logs me in under my company account.
Oh, no problem.
And Matt says they are
I think I
kind of a
recognize your
brass.
name from previous live dives too, so
I think so too, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've placed an order before, if I'm not mistaken, but best to just send us that email just in case. We want to make sure we get all the necessary information, so thank you again. So we are number 5, the yellow candy hogfish. Regular retail of $139.99, marked down to $109.99. And real quick, I just remembered something. We are starting our 12 Days of Fishmas campaign. So, yeah, so today through the 19th, every weekday, we're releasing 4 items that we'll have at a discount. So today we have, if you go to liveaquaria.com, you can check it out after the live stream if you want. Just go over to liveaquaria.com. It's the first big banner on the homepage. It's called 12 Days of Fishmas.
Fishmas.
Yeah. Clever, I know. And so basically every weekday leading up to Christmas through the 19th specifically, we're going to have 4 new deals added to the landing page. So definitely check that out. We'll be sending out emails and some social content as well, just to let you guys know that what's going on and what we've got going on. So yeah, feel free to check that out. We've got daily deals going up through the 19th, leading up to the holiday and Christmas holiday. So thank you so much. If you've already placed an order, but yeah, stay tuned. We'll have new stuff added daily every weekday. We are on number 5, the yellow candy hogfish.
Looks like Matt's logging off for the night. Well, you have a good rest of your evening, Matt. We'll catch you next week.
All right, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like I said, we'll be back every Monday at 4 p.m. CST. So, number 5, the yellow candy hogfish, still up for grabs, on sale for $109.99. All right. Moving on to number 6 is the sailfin tang. So number 6, sailfin tang from Indonesia. 2 1/4 inches, regular retail of $69.99, marked down to $49.99. And of course, it will ship free to you for free, as all Live Dive items do. You'll get the free promo code order insert too if you do place an order. That'll be good. It'll include an offer for discount percentage on your next order. Number 6, sailfin tang from Indonesia. Regular retail is $69.99, marked down to $49.99.
Looks like Richard would like number 5, please.
Okay, what was that name?
Richard Slewowski?
Okay.
Oh.
Well, Richard, please send us an email at social@liveaquaria.com, and we'll get your contact information. Like I mentioned before, if you didn't hear, when Dan and Matt Media place an order, basically just send us your name, your contact information, and your address. We'll have your email, obviously, your phone number. And if there's anything else from your Wisconsin facility that you would like to add to your order from the Wisconsin facility, feel free to send us that in the email as well, and we'll get you all taken care of. So thank you so much, Richard.
Ron White is asking, can you add supplies to a purchase? I know you can add like live things to the purchase if they're from the Wisconsin store.
Anything that ships from Wisconsin.
Okay.
I will note that if you say add frozen food, we have a flat rate for frozen of $29.99. The benefit of that, so you won't get free shipping on your frozen food, but the benefit is you can add as much frozen food as you want, and you'll get the same shipping rate, $29.99 for frozen. And we do that mainly just because of the extra care and the need to keep the product frozen in transit. So.
Mm-hmm. So we insulate it with some dry ice to keep it nice and cold and fresh for when it arrives.
So I think we're using ice packs right now.
Oh, we are? In our mind.
Yeah. Well, we typically use dry ice. We actually ran out just recently. So it should, if you place an order today, it should come with ice packs, but still, should still come frozen.
Mm-hmm. Make sure it's nice and cold and fresh on arrival.
So number 6 we're on, the sailfin tang from Indonesia. Regular retail is $69.99, marked down to $49.99. All right, we're going to be now on our last marine fish, which is number 7.
Oops.
That is the 2-spot goby from Indonesia.
In the
He's
corner.
kind of hanging out in the back right corner there. You kind of get a good front shot of it. Turned around.
Oh, dang it.
Well, this 2-spot goby is number 7.
Like a little
Hailing
guy.
from Indonesia at 2.5 inches. Regular retail is $59.99, marked down to $39.99.
I was asking what size tank? Size tank for the sailfin?
Oh, okay.
Tank?
Yeah, I don't think I actually went over that. I'm a bad host. I apologize. Let me go back and get you some specs about the sailfin. Sailfin tang, you're going to want to get a minimum tank size of 180 gallons. They are reef compatible. The 2-spot goby, you can fit into a minimum tank size of 10 gallons, and they are also reef compatible. So if you got a small little reef tank, 10 gallons minimum, you're good with the 2-spot goby. So a little bit more about the 2-spot goby. It does have a difficult care level, but a peaceful temperament. Has a carnivorous diet. Like I said, it is reef compatible. They typically get to a max size of 3 inches, and as I mentioned, they require a minimum tank size of 10 gallons.
Figured out why it's in the corner. It's got a hole started in the sand back there.
Yeah, it's probably making it look a little
let's see. Dylan is asking, what are you feeding the 2-spot goby?
Well, we typically, in-house here, we typically will feed a mixture of brine and mysis shrimp, frozen brine and mysis shrimp. We usually feed at least 3 times a day. If possible, we always strive to transition the animals in our care from a frozen to a more of a prepared pellet diet, as that's commonly what most aquarists are using, that we find and talk to, is some sort of prepared diet like that. But yeah, commonly when they're in our facility, they're going to get they're going to get brine and mysis shrimp as a sort of a prepared mixture.
Yep, so everybody in here has already been fed their dinner. Everybody had dinner.
Yeah, that's number 7, the 2-spot goby. 2.5 inches and on sale for $39.99. It will ship free to you with an included promo code on you for percentage off your next order. It's a really cool looking goby too.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know they had a difficult care level. I've never actually kept the 2-spot goby before.
Kind of reminds me of tree bark, or like moth wings.
Yeah.
Little eyes on it.
I like the patterning on it. Yeah, it's a beautiful fish. But I also like gobies in general. So
They're so goofy.
Gobies are gobies to me.
So this video of two of them together in a tank, and they both
Yeah.
have their own holes dug, and they're spitting the dirt into each other's
That's
holes.
right, yeah. We'll
Yeah.
commonly get pairs of gobies too, not only on the live dive, but in divers den as well. So that's something else to look out for too in the future. And then also we have pairs of gobies with like a red-banded pistol shrimp or singular goby with the red-banded pistol shrimp too. So those are some other fun combinations we have commonly.
Joyce would like number 7, please.
Joyce? Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joyce. If it's the same Joyce as before, I think we have your information, but please do send us an email at social@liveaquaria.com with all the necessary details, as I mentioned before. Your shipping address, your phone number, obviously your email, and then if there's anything else you'd like to add to your order, please let us know from the Wisconsin facility. So that is 3 out of the 7 fish. Thank you so much for the 3 purchasers so far. We have 5 more items in the form of coral, so we can actually transition over to our second tank here. We've got the 5 coral items set up today. The first item is number 8, the Goniapora coral. This one hails from Australia, sizing from 2.5 to 3.5 inches when it's fully open. Regular retail of $99.99, but this one is marked down to $69.99.
Oh, it was the same Joyce as before.
Awesome.
Looking forward to the corals. Richard's asking any freshwater today. Unfortunately, we do not have freshwater today.
Yeah, we ran out of time, unfortunately. So we've got some people out of the office today, actually this whole week, so kind of all hands on deck in some different areas too. You know, we're still getting some orders out from the Black Friday holiday season too, so team's working really hard to get those orders out and of course take care of the animals. So thank you again for anyone who placed an order during the Black Friday holiday season. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys found something you like.
Hurricane Aquatics is asking whether or not the wrasse was available. We're talking about the coral candy hogfish, maybe?
The candy hogfish it was purchased by Richard.
Okay.
So if that's the one you're looking at, that one is called for already. We don't have any wrasse otherwise in the list tonight. So we're on number 8, the Goniapora coral from Australia. Regular retail of $99.99, marked down to $69.99. Some quick notes about the Goniapora coral. So they have a moderate care level with an aggressive temperament. They prefer moderate to high lighting with a strong water flow, and placement typically from middle to top. You can see this one's on the bottom just for display purposes. Once we're done with the live dive, anything that has or hasn't been selected for purchasing will move back into their proper holding facility, holding systems. So real quick too, I don't think I mentioned this already, all of the items tonight have a 7-day guarantee, or at least a 7-day guarantee. I don't think we have any expert-only items, but we have 3 different guarantees for the items sold on liveaquaria.com as well as on the live dive sale. So we have live arrive only, that's only for expert-only items, and I don't think we have any of those items tonight. So all the fish that we showed you are a 7-day guarantee, so that means from the time they arrive in your home, that's 7 days. If there's any issues or loss or anything in that 7-day period, you contact us and we'll get you taken care of. And then of course too, the corals tonight, I don't think any one of these is a CCGC, but all the corals typically have a 7-day guarantee as well. The only corals that don't have a 7-day guarantee are the ones marked as CCGC or captive grown corals. And those are the corals we actually grow here in our Wisconsin facility. And those have a 30-day guarantee. So we're on number 8, the Goniapora coral from Australia, on sale for $69.99.
Oh, Joyce says, just a side note, I am located in Wisconsin. The last fish order I got from the live dive, diamond gobies were all cold and dead when I got them.
Oh.
Just making sure you guys put decent heat packs, please.
Yes.
Definitely.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, I'll definitely pass it along to the customer service. I always like to make sure when I hear these kind of things that, you know, the proper people are notified. So I'll pass this information along. I'm very sorry to hear that. We never like to hear that something goes wrong with the customer orders. So I'm going to follow up on that myself, and we'll see if we can, you know, make sure that we don't allow this to happen either for you or anyone else. So appreciate you bringing that up and notifying. But yes, it's actually part of the daily process we do every day when we're getting ready, before we even start, you know, manifesting the orders and preparing the packages for shipment, is we take a look at the different areas we're going to ship to, and we come up with a game plan to, you know, to properly pack and care for the animals in transit. I mean, all of the items they ship all the aquatic life items ship priority overnight. But that being said, we always have to be cognizant of where the animals are going. So if they're going to a much colder place than where we are, although it is pretty cold here nowadays.
It's that time of year.
Yeah, well, you know, obviously use heat packs, or, you know, in the summertime, cold packs or ice packs if necessary. So yes, that's definitely, it's pretty much step one in the process we do every day to make sure that we're not only caring for the animals, but caring for them in transit. So we're on number 8 again, the Goniopora coral for $69.99. We'll move on to number 9. Looks like you had a question there, maybe, or a potential comment you wanted to.
It was a comment on the gobies. I just had another pop up though.
Okay.
Let's see, Sean Bow. I had that happen to firefish on arrival. Was right against an ice pack. First loss in several years. Oh no.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah.
It's actually packed with an ice pack instead of a.
Okay.
Definitely pass that one along too.
Yeah, definitely. So number 9, the hammer coral from Vietnam. Size from 3 to 3 1/4 inch. Regular retail of $129.99, marked down to $99.99.
Joyce says, thank you so much, you guys. Yeah, you're welcome, Joyce. If anyone else ever has any of those problems like that, though, please let us know, so we can make sure that the right people know about it.
Absolutely. I mean, our focus here for Live Aquaria is always to care for the animals first. That's why sometimes we end up, even if the order's placed, we end up having to reach out to customers and tell them, hey, something's up with the animal. It was fine when it was, you know, the order was placed, but kind of, you know, day-to-day things change, unfortunately, with animals, as we know. So we want to exercise caution where we need to, and make sure that we're doing what's best for the animal first. And, you know, obviously that gets to you as a customer as well. So
Michael says, I've never had no issues, and I've purchased bunches from you all.
Glad to hear,
Michael.
glad to hear. You know, unfortunately, issues do show
that.
up. I mean, this is an imperfect world and an imperfect business, and obviously we don't want to hear about bad issues or bad experiences, but if we do, we always want to make sure we can do whatever we can to make the situation right. So yeah, again, thank you so much for bringing these things forward, letting us know. We want to hear about experiences, both good and bad. And yeah, thank you so much. So we're still on number 9, the hammer coral from Vietnam. Regular retail of $129.99, marked down to $99.99. And I think there's a question about freshwater fish that I may or may not have answered, about if there was any, but in case that one got lost in the shuffle of me talking. We don't have any freshwater tonight, just to be clear. We ran out of time. Like I said, we were a bit short-handed today. And yeah, we just want to make sure we're not rushing the animals. So
We have a question about the hammer coral. Is it a wall hammer or a branching? I don't think it's a branching. Those guys have a lot taller stems on them, or bases. Sean says, thanks. I think it would have been fine if there was some buffer between the bag and the ice pack.
Yeah, that sounds, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like someone just was, someone made a mistake in the fulfillment and the shipping of the item. So That's I was actually helping pack orders myself last week with the increased volume of orders that we got. So again, thank you all for placing an order. And it's just something, you know, as I'm helping pack orders, you know, you just got to make sure we're setting up the animals for the best possible transit. So.
Russ says, my Queen Angel from 2 weeks ago is a beautiful specimen and is doing well. I'm glad to hear it, Russ.
Great to hear.
Yeah, Queen Angels are really fun colors and pretty beautiful kind of fish.
That's great to hear. All right, I think we can move on to number 10. And thankfully, oh, you're there.
Yep.
The Duncan has opened up. I was a little concerned because he was a little more reserved. So we have number 10, the Duncan coral. So there's a total of 17 heads on this piece. This one hails from Australia. It's sized from 2 3/4 to 4 inches. Definitely on more of the 4-inch side right now. And regular retail of $149.99, marked down to $119.99. So always a favorite of mine, honestly. I always love Duncan coral. I think they just have a lot of great movement, a lot of great texture, a lot of great color too, and they're just a great coral to have in your aquarium. They have a moderate care level with a peaceful temperament, requiring low to moderate lighting and a low water flow, and best placed in the bottom to the middle. We'll commonly have these in the form of, you know, regular corals that we saw on Live Aquaria, as well as I think seldomly, a little bit more recently, probably more seldomly, would you say, on the frag side and the aquacultured side?
I think the frags are pretty frequent, actually. Yeah. I shoot at least one like every other day or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
At least lately. I mean, that changes seasonally,
sure,
so, you know.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I have some more comments. Ron White says, be careful with the bigs. I've had 2 orders where they were leaking when arrived.
Okay.
So let's make a note of that.
That's good feedback.
Joyce would like number 10, please.
Okay. Thank you, Joyce. Number 10 is going to you.
And Sean says, on a good note, I love my candy hogfish from Live Dive.
Nice. Great to hear.
And of course, if anyone wants to share any pictures or videos of their animals, please feel free to send that to that Social at Live Aquaria email as well.
Or even so,
we've
got those 2 Facebook groups.
Oh, yep.
You can share it there, and then everybody can see it kind of real time too. So we've got a saltwater and a freshwater Facebook group on Facebook. So if you're not already part of that, you can go join that and share it to your heart's content. Ask questions if you have questions, either for us or other hobbyists. So number 10 is going to Joyce. Thank you, Joyce. That's awesome. I think you've got a great piece here as well. And we'll move on to number 11, which is our starburst polyp. And this one's also starting to come out and open up. Oh wait, I added out of order here. Yeah, that's right, Rhodactis and the starburst. So this one's a little bit more reserved still, unfortunately, but it didn't come out as much as I thought.
It's more so on the other side. Unfortunately, can't quite really
get that. Kind of see some of the polyps coming out there, but number 11 nonetheless is a starburst polyp from Vietnam at 5 inches. Regular retail of $99.99, marked down to $69.99. Guess I had my things out of order today.
That's okay.
So, starburst polyp coral, easy care level with a peaceful temperament, moderate to high lighting and a medium to strong water flow with a middle to top, typically placement. We also say that you can kind of put it in all locations, but first is middle to top typically. I've actually kept starburst polyp before, and I've always had them a bit more in the middle, and I think that's just because of the type of tank builds I've done and the aquascaping I've done, but typically I've had it in middle and middle to top, and I've always had good experience with it. So
Russ would like number 11, please.
Okay, you said Russ?
Yes.
Thank you, Russ.
Russ 23 or Russ G 23. Yes.
All right, Russ. Thank you so much. As I mentioned before, send an email to social@liveaquaria.com with the item you're interested and your contact information, and we will get you sorted. Thank you. All right, then the last item is number 12. And this one was definitely a little bit more secluded earlier, but it's opened up nicely. It's the Rhodactis mushroom rock coral. Number 12 from Vietnam, and 5 inches as well. Regular retail of $79.99, marked down to $49.99. That's number 12, the Rhodactis mushroom rock coral. Regular retail of $79.99, marked down to $49.99. So a little bit about the Rhodactis is the easy care level with the semi-aggressive temperament. We have a low to moderate lighting requirement and a low to medium water flow requirement, and best placed at the bottom.
I have a couple people asking for number 12. Looks like Daniel Everett came in first.
Dan Everett.
Yes. So number 12 will be going to Dan.
All right, thank you, Dan. And as I mentioned before, social@liveaquaria.com. Send us an email with your contact information, and we'll get you taken care of. So that's number 12. That is the last item we have for tonight. I think we'll go ahead and give everything a once more around because we have
Quick little speed round.
3 fish and 2 corals left. So still some opportunity in case anybody would like a deal on a Diver's Den item. First item is number 1, the Pixie Spotted Hawkfish. Regular retail of $39.99, marked down to $29.99. Sure likes that corner tonight.
Doesn't want to be social with everybody else, I guess. Let's see. Ron White would like number 1, please.
Okay, Ron, thank you so much.
Well, it looks like Michael's logging off. Well, you have a good night, Michael. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Have a great night, and hopefully we'll see you next Monday. Take care. All right, number 1's called for. We'll go on to number 2, the Pearl Toby Puffer.
And looks like Dan Matt Media has a question.
Sure.
Am I able to add something from the 12 Days of Fishmas to my live dive order?
If it ships from Wisconsin, yes. And I think right now, I'm going to go check out those items. I can't remember right offhand. Okay. So we have powder blue tang, our CCGC aquacultured grape cristata coral, our pencil urchin, and our electric yellow cichlids. So, for sure, the CCGC aquacultured grape coral, if you're interested in that. The powder blue tang is from California, so that one you can't have the order.
Excuse me. Goodness.
The pencil urchin you can.
That's a mess.
And the electric yellow cichlid is shipped from California, so that one, unfortunately, no. But the CCGC aquaculture grape cristata coral and the pencil urchin, yes, you can if you're interested in either one of those.
Yeah, it said it's a CCGC frag, so they're assuming it ships from Wisconsin.
That's correct, yep. So that'll also get the 30-day guarantee, which is another extra perk for you.
It's because it was farmed and grown here.
That's right, yeah. Part of our day-to-day operation here. People are growing. We're slicing up frags and growing the coral.
Joyce says thank you again. Have a great night. You too, Joyce.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
I think you're already focusing on the Pearl Toby, so we'll go to number 2 is the Pearl Toby Puffer. This one's still available. And regular retail of $79.99, marked down to $59.99.
Not invert or reef safe.
Correct, yes. Thank you. Yep. All right, that's number 2, the Pearl Toby Puffer, on sale for $59.99.
And then Dan Matt Media is asking, just the one box charge covers both items, right? With the CCGC and the live dive order?
That should be correct, yes. It'll actually, actually, that's a good question. It should just be the one box charge, yes. Typically, the multiple box charge comes in when you have more than one shipment, but because we're talking about shipment from one location, there should just be one box charge. All right, so number 3 is the Corin Angelfish, juvenile size. Regular retail of $79.99, marked down to $59.99.
Oh, Dan Matt says, great, thanks. I'll send the email now. Have a nice evening. You too.
You too, yep. Thank you. I'll be on the lookout. That email will come to my inbox, and we'll get you taken care of. All right, we'll move on to number 6, which is the sailfin tang. And the sailfin tang tonight is regularly $69.99, but we've marked this one down to $49.99. The sailfin tang is reef safe. Herbivorous diet, moderate care level, and a semi-aggressive temperament, but definitely needs a bigger aquarium at 100 minimum tank size of 180 gallons. So that's number 6, the sailfin tang, on sale for $49.99. That is the last fish we have available tonight. We'll move on to the coral real quick. We have 2 corals left. First one is number 8, the Goniapora coral from Australia. Regular retail of $99.99, but we've marked it down, to $69.99.
Daniel's asking, any chance to get some inverts soon?
For live dive?
Yes.
Or, yeah. Well, you know, that's actually a great suggestion. We typically will have inverts. We've actually got a few in here tonight, which I was hoping would be part of tonight's assortment, but these are more of just like utility workers.
To help maintain
the
hair algae.
But you know, that's a great call out. We're going to put that on the list and then look for those for next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's number 8, the Goniapora coral. Regular retail of $99.99, marked down to $69.99. And then last but not least is number 9, the hammer coral. Number 9, the hammer coral, regular retail of $129.99, marked down to $99.99. I think that pretty much wraps it up then. I'll have you back over to me for a second just to see you guys out. Well, thank you so much for everybody placing an order tonight. If you're still with us and you haven't already done it and you placed an order tonight, hit us up with an email at social@liveaquaria.com with your contact details and the items that you purchased, and we'll get you taken care of with the customer service team. One other quick thing we're really excited about is at the end of this week on Friday, we've got a new product launch. We've got 3 new limited ingredient frozen foods for your aquatic life. So we're very excited to launch those. We have more details coming in the near future. So check out this Friday. We're going to have a new product launch. We actually put out a social post today, a little bit of a teaser to it. But we're going to have some more information as the weeks goes on, and then we're going to have a nice launch with an introductory offer on Friday, December 8th. So be on the lookout for that. We've got 3 new frozen foods from Live Aquaria that we're excited to bring to you guys. High quality, great price point, and yeah, just real good high quality food. So yeah, with that being said, Melissa behind the camera and Ian in front of the camera, we thank you from Live Aquaria. Hope everybody has a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next Monday at 4 p.m. CST.